God be the glory for all that he's done, all that he's doing, and all that he will continue to do. I'm Carolyn Humphrey, President of the New England Conference Lay Council, and I bring you greetings, and I also bring you voting information. This voting information is personally for the New England Conference. I have beside me Reverend Lynette Davis of the Mount Olive AME Zion Church. She will give a lot of instructions on what the voting conference has to hear. And if you just take time and listen, she will present the conference information to you. I thank you so much for listening and appreciate all that you do. Now I turn it over to Reverend Lynette Davis.
Thank you, Madam President. As she said, to God be the glory for the great things that he has done. This afternoon, we are again sharing this information with you, not telling you whom you should vote for, but asking you that by your moral obligation, you will go out and vote, vote, vote like our lives depended on it, like our ancestors would have had us to do. Today we will be covering, as our president said, information pertaining to the New England states, beginning with Connecticut. Connecticut is the only state that did not have early voting. So you must have an absentee ballot, which the deadline is today, October 27th. You must be at your registrar of voters with your absentee ballot by 12 p.m. to the drop box. If you did not get an absentee ballot, you may still get one by going to the registrar of voters, picking it up, and casting your ballot markings right there and handing it in. All the other states had early voting, so you may vote from now until November the 3rd. You may cast your ballot at your polling place from now until November the 3rd. That is Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maine, New Hampshire. So let us look at some of the other aspects of the voting. Connecticut. You may vote in Connecticut for the office of president, 5 seats of the U.S. House, the State House, all 151 seats, and the State Senate, all 36 seats. If you do not know which district you are in, you may call your local registrar of voters. Again, if you do not know what district you are in, you may call your registrar of voters. We have Fairfield County, Harford County, Litchfield County, Middlesex County, New Haven County, New London County, and Windham County. For Maine, early voting. You may vote early between now and November 3rd. The offices that are open are U.S. President, U.S. Senate, 2 persons, 1 person, U.S. House of Representatives, both seats, and 35 state Senate seats. Again, you may go to the Portland City Hall to find out information about your voting place. Massachusetts. Again, the state of Massachusetts has early voting. You may vote early between now and November 3rd. The offices that are open for Massachusetts are again President, U.S. Senate, House of Representatives, all 9 seats, State Senate, 40 seats, and State House, 160 seats. You have the following Registrar of Voters: Berkshire County, Bristol County, Hampshire County, Hampden County, Stafford County, Plymouth County. New Hampshire. Again, New Hampshire has early voting. The offices open are U.S. President, U.S. State Senate, U.S. House of Representatives, 2 seats, Governor, State House of Representatives, 400 seats, and Senate, 24 seats. That is for New Hampshire. Rhode Island has early voting. You have the office of President, U.S. State Senate, U.S. State House, both seats, State House, 75 seats, State Senator, 38 seats. And you may also find information at your local registrar of voters. Lastly, our president would like you to know this voter registration fact sheet. You must be 18 on the day of election in order to be allowed to vote. You must be a resident of your state. If you forget to change address and move within the county, you may request an affidavit ballot from either the Board of Education or at your polling place. If you forget to change your address and move from another county, this is in New York State, request an affidavit ballot at your new polling place. If you move within 30 days, fill out a voter registration form. This is very important. If you are homeless, living on the street, write homeless above the section entitled Address Where You Live. Write the cross street names close to where you typically sleep to determine your polling place. Identify an address where you can receive mail. Or you may have a relationship with a shelter. If you are a college student not living at home, choose between voting where your family lives by way of absentee ballot or by going to the polls at your college community town. Check first to see if the state where you are attending college will allow you to vote there. Criminal history. If convicted of a felony or on parole, as of 2018, some states will grant you a partial pardon and you will be able to vote. Check with your registrar of voters. If convicted of a felony and in prison, you are denied voting privilege. If convicted of a felony and on probation, you are allowed to register and vote. Let me say that again. If convicted of a felony and on probation, you are allowed to register and vote. If convicted of a misdemeanor, you are allowed to register and vote. Lastly, if you have changed your name, fill out a new voter registration form to update the files. If you forgot to fill out the form, go to the poll, sign your former name on the line, and then sign your new name above it. There's one thing that we want you to know. Voting is your right as a citizen. It is crunch time, New England. If anyone at the polling place tries to impede you at the voting booth, tell him or her to kindly step out of the way. Take their picture with a cell phone. Call the FBI. Please pass this information on. This information has been provided to you as a member of the New England Conference. And again, we say to you, vote like your life depends on it. Madam President.
I thank you so much. This has come with all information from the New England Lay Council Conference. God bless each and every one of you. Happy voting. Happy voting. And let's all turn out and do the right thing. And this is the final say. Amen.